Hello there guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Redstone Lab. So in this series I'm going to be doing basic redstone tutorials, and there's a cow. Basic redstone tutorials. This episode is going to be the Budswitch. Yes, the Budswitch. I've got two different ones and I'm going to show you how to build them and a little bit how to use them. So let's start off with the sideways facing Budswitch, which would be this one. So basically what a Budswitch does is when you place a block or cause a block update, it will send out a pulse of redstone. That's basically how it works. And if you were to place blocks in any of these three locations, and I'm thinking this one, yeah, so these four, yeah, that's not one. So yeah, so when you cause a block update, it pushes the block over here, which you see the redstone torch with power, causing the redstone to activate, and somehow this works. I think it's diagonal powering or something, or that redstone powers the block powering torch or something, and then yeah, I think that works. And then the torch powers this. Just leave that out of it, that doesn't exist. Okay, and then this goes into a repeater, and that which would power block and piston, I think, something like that. It's hard to explain a Budswitch, but yeah. And then your output would be here, just coming off this one, and then that would go to whatever you want to happen when you cause an update. Sorry. You see, so the piston moved, and then when I break the block, piston moves. So yeah, let's move on to the upward facing one. So it's pretty basic as well. Like, there would be your output. This redstone is your output right here. So basically you'd have, yeah, it'd be best if I just kind of built it, I guess. So this first one, you need a piston, a block, and then a block down you'll have your torch, then redstone, block, and like that, and then a torch, and across comes here to the block in front of the piston, I guess you could say. And then depending if you want this to be a slow Budswitch or not, you would change that to whatever. So you see, if it's on full delay, you hear it goes quite slow, and then that doesn't have to be redstone, by the way, just, you know, you see that it goes quite slowly, and then if you put it on full, it goes doo-doo, doo-doo, and then that would go full delay would be doo-doo. So it's definitely slower is full delay. And then if you wanted it to have a bit more, I mean, if you wanted to have your output, you know, if you wanted a piston door to go off when you placed a block or something, so you would connect this to all your pistons of the door, and then so when the player places a block here, say the piston door would open. And now to the upward facing one, which is basically a good way of having it so that you could have it in the roof. Piston is in the roof, and then when you place it on the piston, it goes off and does whatever you want. So to build this one, you need a piston like that, and then it comes across like this. So that's basically how you place your blocks. And the piston and diagonal up and down. So this one wants to be a repeater, and to change the delay, you would basically does that need one? No, it doesn't. So just go like that. Yeah, and there's a Budswitch. So look, when you place a block here, sends out a signal. See, that went off for a sec. So yeah, and if you want it to change stuff, you just change times. So yeah, see that changed for longer. And then of course you could bring this signal out and use that as your output for, again, a piston door. So that concludes episode 1 of our Redstone lab, and that was Budswitches. If any questions, just put it in the description, and if you want to see any different Redstone tutorials, quite basic ones, so you know, because it is a basic tutorial, then just post it in the description, basically. So yeah, I think that's about it. So I guess we'll just have to say bye bye. So goodbye everyone.